welcome to our 40th anniversary open. We're having that all of this year, and then I will have a committee meeting, a committee.
Is that you and I?
Yeah, of whether we should continue it. But can somebody get a shot of Leo right over there on that camera? Is there any chance of getting Leo over there on that camera?
He doesn't have his makeup on.
I don't care. Leo is the guy that came up with that, and it's.
Yeah.
I mean, he does
There
great
he
work,
is.
but that's one of his great jobs. And then he adapted it with our name on there. So.
But this is really Herman and Sharron program.
Is
It's
it?
not 40th anniversary, is it?
Well, I mean, we've done it for ever. I mean, this is our 40th year
Exactly.
on the Christian television network. Actually, it was just Channel 22.
When we started, yes.
Just Channel 22. And, but I pray
But
every
our
morning.
president keeps buying stations, so
Yeah,
now
no,
we're going to
21 now. 21 now, right? Right, Brooke?
Yeah, 21.
21.
Yes.
And
Who is Brooke? We need to get a picture of Brooke now.
that's true. Get a shot of Brooke. She's my floor director.
And she goes, no, please don't
no,
do that.
please. But it's like one big happy family. Like there
she
is. Hey,
is.
Brooke.
There she is.
She doesn't. She does actually spots.
I know she does.
She is
She's
really.
a star in her
She
own
is
right.
really adapted for TV. We have a guy that's been
Speaking
on.
of stars,
Yes, a number
we
of
have one
times.
today.
We have a entrepreneur with us.
Ooh, that's a hard word.
I know it, but he is. He's that.
Yes, he is.
And God has blessed him immensely. And he has. And we're going to be talking about giving today, along with, or in conjunction with, taking care of the temple of the
Keeping
Holy
healthy.
Spirit. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
Okay.
What's his name? Hi, Bruce.
Hi.
It's Bruce Brightman, by the way.
Here, read about him.
Sorry.
Read about him. You know, I do that.
No, it's because he knows him so well.
I do
he
that
forgets
quite.
it.
The other day I did.
I
it
know
to-
he did the
I
same
The other
thing.
day I did the same thing to somebody. Whatever she goes, what is the name? And I go, oh my goodness. 'Cause,
See,
you know,
I'm supposed to be like the audience watching,
Yeah.
so I pick up on when he hasn't done it.
That's
you know.
true.
Bruce Brightman, there he is. He's the founder of LifeSource Vitamins, which is what we're talking about today. And he got into it because his dad died of pancreatic cancer, and that motivated him to start this company. And he really wants, it's a Christ-centered company.
Yeah.
Gives a lot of money to wonderful Christian organizations, but he also wants us to be healthy along with that.
And I
Thank you, Bruce.
have, I have to tell you, Sharron will attest to it. I take his product daily, and then I fast 2 days a week, and I do the protein shake with his product. I dip it in, and I mean, it really is just, your stuff is good.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we're proud of
I'm applauding him because he's such a good boy.
it. He is.
I'm trying to get her used to it. We were just.
I do take his gummies. I love his gummies, vitamin C, and his gummies
Yes.
D3, and then his gummies for the probiotic.
Yeah.
So what's wrong with that?
All
I'm
the,
a gummy
all
person.
the kids love it.
See,
Yeah,
there I am.
So it's today. Really, the multivitamin, because I was reading some of your material, which we're going to have up on the screen, as Dave feels led to put
Yeah.
it up there, and I'll go with him because he is good at what he does. By the way, Dave happens to be the brother of Leo.
Get his
So
picture.
we've got a whole Martin family here.
Right.
But we're going to go through. But you have found out that multivitamins, which the medical association told people that it was, not helpful.
Right.
And what are they saying now?
So now after, it was the introduction of the whole food-based multi that kind of over time changed the Medical Association JAMA, Journal of American Medical Association. For years, their entire existence said multivitamins don't work, and they were right. Synthetics don't work.
That's
It's
right.
like eating margarine versus butter. Although butter's higher in calorie, your body knows how to deal with butter because it's natural. It comes from a cow.
Yeah.
Our bodies know exactly what to do with it. The minute you
God kind of made us that way. didn't he?
yes,
Yes.
shockingly enough.
Yeah.
But when you use margarine, it's one element away from plastic. Margarine is truly one element away from plastic. So your body doesn't know what to do with it, wreaks a little havoc on the body. Same with multivitamins. If they're whole food based, They have all these attributes that happen when you take whole food-based multis.
Explain that term, whole food, because reading your notes, you say that over and over, which means take note.
Yeah. So in the vitamin business, there's synthetic vitamins, one-a-day type vitamins that tout they do all these things, but they're all derived through synthetic. Your body doesn't know what to do with it, so what you have, and the JAMA has always said, is they flow right through your body. But when it's a whole food based, from broccoli, carrots, zucchinis, you know, all the foods that deliver your vitamin A's, B's, C's, D's, you know, all those type things, then your body can absorb and do what it's supposed to do.
How do you know that that's what they're from, though, when you're looking for a vitamin?
It will say whole food based,
Oh,
and
it
then you'll
will?
look on the label.
Like yours.
Yes, and then you'll see that it's got all these fruits and veggies in them.
Okay.
So if it's not a whole food based, don't waste your money, is basically the deal. And they're effective. When it's whole food, we call it the foundation. It's the foundation of all your body to get to where it's supposed to be, right?
Right.
So you have to get your body to that point by taking your multis. It fills in all the gaps is kind of what I'm getting at.
Now,
so once
Bruce-
you fill in all the gaps, then your body is at optimal level.
Now, when your dad got the pancreatic cancer and eventually died of it, were you a vitamin taker before that happened to your dad?
Funny thing is, my dad and I used to go to 7-Eleven because I worked with my dad some. And we would buy the vitamin packs that you would get at 7-Eleven. And we'd take it with, wait for it, a big gulp. So, no, to say that we are vitamin takers,
It just
no.
popped the vitamins, right?
But yeah. But once I started doing the research, when my dad got sick, I started doing research. And it led me into the vitamin thing. And it was a total God thing for me. I wasn't brought up to be a vitamin guy. But doing all my research while my dad was going through this 18 months of losing all of his weight and just horrible things.
Was he a tall guy
Anybody
like
that
you?
out there that
Was he a tall guy like you?
yeah, 6'4", about 250, same as I. And just watching him go through this made me want to research. And back then it was all books,
Right.
you know, there was no internet. But I just did more research and found out that, hey, those that I was taking were garbage, you know, from 7-Eleven, no offense to 7-Eleven. But it just made me, so I came up with one multivitamin that I wanted to put my name on in my dad's honor. To now we have 500 different vitamins and supplements of all kinds.
And I might add, and I hope you do this really.
Yeah.
Get this book. I say a book, but it's a catalog really.
Yeah.
One of the best laid out I've ever seen, and you see a lot of this kind of thing, but this is the best laid out I have ever witnessed in doing it right. And I mean, you can't get lost with this one. You decide what you need, and I mean, and let me tell you, their delivery is like.
Now, I notice you've got a whole group of different multivitamins. So what's the difference between all these?
Oh, David, show.
So yeah, we have roughly 30 different whole food based multis. So from men's, women's, kids and teens, seniors, we have liquids, powders, capsules, tablets, anything. You know, we do this because some people like certain things.
Right.
We don't want them not to take it. If they're a liquid person, they would only take liquids. We want to make sure that. If they're powder, they love powders and shaking them into a drink or putting them into their smoothie, which is what that one is. This one's unbelievable.
This, I don't know if I just hold it up for you, Dave. There we go. Which camera? Which camera? Which camera? Have I got Leo?
Right there.
Okay, there we go. This one would really be emphasizing what we're talking about today, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's got all the, it's our normal multi, which is, I don't know where to this one.
Yeah.
But it's in
This
the
is-
powder form. This is a tablet.
Yeah, this is the tablet that I take.
And then this one, we've added the Phyto greens, Phyto reds, Phyto oranges, and Phyto purples in there. Unbelievable. I mean, You
Wow.
can't get more complete. And then
So
this
how do you
one's
take that? It's-
basically that in a liquid.
Like
Okay.
like the protein drink that I do.
So you make a drink and
Yeah.
put
you
it in there.
Yeah, you put it into your blender or
Yeah.
shake it and drink it.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That really, I just
Yeah.
love doing that.
Yeah, it's pretty
And
spectacular.
it's amazing thing. Now I know maybe you folks that are watching say I've never taken a protein drink, but if you get used to doing, because I've got one of those fast ones, and I think I'm just about wearing it out because I use it.
Yes, I believe it's almost gone by
Because I
the
put
sound
ice
of it
cubes.
last night.
You know, I put ice cubes and whatever, and it had a weird sound last night.
Well,
so
it's-
she
you're-
comes out.
He's
to,
only supposed to put it a certain line, goes right up
oh
to the
yeah,
top.
yeah,
So
everything
it's-
everything I do is maximum. But and then I put ice in there or whatever, and so I know I'm going to have to get a new one because I'm wearing it out. But that's how often I use it, and I'm like when you're drinking it's like my body talks to me. It goes, this is good.
You're a good boy.
And as I take another drink, it's like my body says, thank you for that. I mean, it's weird that I'm saying this, but you really feel that it's doing something great for you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's your product.
When you take something that's good and your body can tell what it is, then it's going to react. If you take something and you don't really notice things as time goes, probably on the wrong product, you know. So it's really comes down to manufacturing.
Now, all of what you have right here, compatible with if people are on some kind of medication, it does not go against that?
No, yeah, there's no synthetic in there. There's no heart type acceleration, you know, nothing in there that would make your heart do anything, nothing with blood thinners, nothing, you know, with anything that you would take. It's just multivitamins.
So you're
what
saying
these
it's
are.
mainly food.
Yeah.
That's what you're
Okay,
doing.
now,
It's like eating, basically.
Yeah.
how do we get the people watching? This sounds weird. How do we get the people watching that when they order this, what would be the length of time something this size should be depleted if you're taking it as often as you should?
That, I think, is a 180, so I think that's a 3-month supply.
Okay, so after 3 months, this should be empty
Correct.
if they're doing it right. Now, in Sharon's case,
Herman?
It's a 12-month supply.
but how do you get people consistent?
Yeah, and we have an auto ship program that is always adjusted because people don't take them as much as they should. And,
Yeah.
But most people are pretty good about it. Even if you're only doing half doses, it's better than no doses.
Now, bringing the immune system up, you know, we got these viruses going on all over the world. Bringing your immune system up, does that help?
That is our only form to combat the viruses that are coming and that have been already. I mean, if you just go down the list, right now, Corona, Zika, 2016.
Hey, Dave, maybe you got that slide. I don't know.
Ebola.
Yeah.
Swine flu, bird flu, the list goes on.
There it is.
They all originate from another country, to be named nameless, I
Yes,
guess.
yes.
We all know where. But and that's, you know, they're going to continue to come. It's just the way it is.
Okay, so I was just talking to Dave Martin, my director, and he was saying that you know how they're trying to keep people like at least our distance away. But if you had the virus and you sneezed, it would be all over me, right?
Yeah.
And even if I walked in a grocery store and somebody right in front of me has it, maybe they don't even know it, but just their aura coming back on me, I could be covered with it.
Yeah. It's 6 to 8 feet, and that's why there's the 10-foot rule. So everything.
We used to have that in college. You know, seriously, it was if we got close to each other, we got
Yeah,
kicked out.
right,
But
right.
So now they got it for virus.
Yeah, now and you know, the only thing we can do as Americans is strengthen our immune system. That's the key. So whenever something comes out, you're not as worried about it because your immune system is as good as it can get, optimal, we call it. So if you can just get your immune system, and there's 2 things that are immune boosters that beyond anything. Number 1 priority is the multivitamin, without a doubt.
Okay.
Any of these
This baby
multis,
right-
if
this
you want
baby right
gummies
here.
like Sharron, if you want liquids, powders, take a whole food-based multi without a doubt.
Wow.
The second thing is an all-natural antibiotic. And my suggestion is for the next 30 to 60 days, take these all-natural antibiotics.
Now, what are they?
With food. So it's 15 different ingredients, all herbs, with their single focus of building your immune system.
This is immune.
Why is it called all natural antibiotics?
So it does what antibiotics do, which is kill the viruses, and that's the goal for this product. So it helps fight off infections before they take hold. It eliminates the tough infections if they've already been there quicker. There's no side effects. It's all natural. It's like taking a bunch of herbs. They're all in caps. Our single biggest seller, without a doubt, is the all natural antibiotic. So important to take it.
How often in a day?
You take it every day.
You can take it couple times a day, and you're only going to take it during this coronavirus time for the next 30 to 60 days, and then going forward, keep some in your cabinet. Every time one of your kids, grandkids, workmates, church members start to have colds, take them for a couple days.
So it's for the flu, the old-time flu that kills
Yes.
a lot of people too.
Flu, yeah,
And colds or anything like that.
56,000 people die of the flu a year on average.
This year and the previous year,
Yeah.
I have taken you don't have the vitamin C here.
Right.
But I've taken your vitamin C, which it looks like it's in a container just like this.
Yep.
And I have taken that consistently for the last 2 years. I mean, the flu, I had a little touch, it didn't stay, which is what I'm after.
Right.
Because if it stays, it just keeps getting worse and worse.
Right.
Goes into the ears, the throat, whatever. And literally, I was like a guinea pig on that because I was consistent every day. And there's where people give it up. They go, I got the flu, so I guess forget this. Take it out of the cabinet.
Yeah,
no,
no,
don't do that.
that's when you need
and
it.
I stayed with it even though I had a touch of it, but the length of time was cut in half, more
Right.
than half.
Yeah, and that's the key, is when you have a stronger immune system, all these diseases and viruses are looking for a gap. They're looking for a gap in our systems, and they hone in on the gap. So if we can minimize the gaps that we have through a multivitamin, which again is the most important, but I would kind of say this all-natural antibiotic is probably the most important now with Corona.
Okay.
But in everyday life, from going forward, is a multivitamin as the base.
This is the one that you say do
Yeah, that's kind of like
until
the
this,
one.
because
that's
this
the one
crisis
right
is
now.
going to end.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
going to end within 60 days. I mean, I'm not a reader of all that, but I'm fairly sure that we're going to
Yeah.
get our arms around this thing, and it's going to become non-existent. There may be few little things going on, but just my personal opinion is, 60 days we're going to be a lot better. Like China's already to that point. They think they have it contained, and they have 1.4 billion people, and we have 330 million.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm kind of thinking, but for the next couple of months, anybody needs to be taking these two things.
Yeah.
And the multi's going forward, but right now the antibiotic is so important.
So, you could sell out of this baby just for doing this program.
Yes, and I'm truly already worried about
Yeah.
production, but I want people to have it. We've limited it on Amazon. We've limited it on our website. We have people that'll buy 30, 40 at a time because they're kind
My
of hoarding.
goodness, Yeah.
So we've
yeah.
limited that. Now it's one per size, just to get us all through, because we
Yeah.
want more people healthier than one person hoarding a bunch.
Why
or 10
do people do that?
Yeah.
I mean, I've never seen anything
The problem
like
is
it.
6 months later, they've still got the hoarding up in their cupboard.
I
Right.
know.
Yeah. So
I
it's,
know.
but I'm telling you, if you'll get this, I know what you're saying right now. You're watching, as Dave shows the whole list that we have and the display that we have, and you're saying, I can't remember what they've got on that. This will tell you right here. And your people are helpful, aren't they, when they call?
Yeah.
We walk you through everything. If you're on certain medications, we'll walk you through what works, what doesn't work, and frankly, what you really need and what you don't need. We're not going to sell you a bunch of vitamins that sit in your cabinet.
They're not upselling.
Yeah, there's
They're
no
giving
upselling.
what you ask.
You ask, we tell you what our thoughts are. You're not going to have a whole cabinet full of them. I don't think more is better when it comes to vitamins. I think kind of less, more honed into what you truly need is much better than having 30 things in your cabinet. I walk into people's homes all the time and see so many. I'm like, there's no way you take all those.
That's right, exactly.
And they don't.
They don't.
take them.
Okay, now, so what is this? Is like a woman's daily pack.
So
Yeah.
that comes with
This is-
all in one single pack that you can put in your purse.
This
and it's
is
in a
really
little
neat.
cellophane pack.
I'm telling you, I don't know if you can see this, Dave. This has all individual packages. So you don't have to go there and go, let's see, 1, 2,
They
3.
got one for men too.
Yeah.
You see
Oh,
that?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. What is the difference between the women? I mean, I
Well-
know what the physical difference
Yeah,
is.
yeah. There's just different nutrients that are built for women
Really?
than men, you know. I mean, they have a lot of the same attributes because we're all human.
Yeah.
I keep
But
telling him
then
we're different, but he
you
doesn't
are
believe
different.
it.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
No, she looks the same. I don't know. Just kidding. This would be a good start, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and that's once a day. You just pop those. You undo the little baggie.
You
and
take them all at one time.
Take them all at one time, and you're done. You always take all vitamins with food. Mandatory.
Yeah.
You take them with food because food transports. So if you're taking a vitamin, you're taking a piece of
So
toast,
I have
whatever.
a trouble with digestion. So the fact that this is food should help me digest them because
Right.
that's why I stopped taking multivitamins because they didn't settle right on
She
my
was
stomach.
looking for a reason, and she found it.
Just
I'm
telling you the
kidding.
truth.
I'm just kidding. But what about this one?
That's the king of all the ones
The
that we have. That's
king.
the
Get a close up of that, Dave. That's the king.
That one's got 156 different ingredients
This
in
would
it.
be great for the protein drink, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you just one cap.
Yeah.
It's 30 servings per, and I put it into my smoothie every morning. I just do
Oh,
it.
so you
It
can do
works.
that too?
Yeah,
Wow.
and you don't. It tastes good, but you don't taste it at all when you put it in your smoothie.
Okay, what's your smoothie consist of in the morning?
So I do
'Cause I would like to start doing that.
Yeah, so I do I start with 3 fruits. So I have blueberries, blackberries, and raspberries.
Okay.
So I put a third of a cup in there, and I was just going to do a video and put it on our website, but
Do that
Yeah,
next
I
time.
definitely
Next-
will.
yeah.
I put half a cup of oats in there, a banana, 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, a scoop
I
of
like
the
it.
plant-based protein, and then I 8 ounces of almond milk.
Okay.
No ice
No
cubes?
ice, no nothing. I
Really?
blend that, and the fruit and the kale and spinach. Forgot to mention that.
Yeah.
So, and I know it's kind of weird how I'm saying it all, but you put that all in a blender, blend it up, NutriBullet, and you drink it.
Yeah, that's what you
it's
have,
amazing.
NutriBullet.
Yeah, it's,
It is amazing.
Yeah. Now
And you don't taste the greens.
you
You
got
don't
to
taste
do a
anything.
video of that. Next time we have you
I,
on, we'll show
I
the video.
definitely will. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been thinking about doing that for
Yeah,
a long
yeah.
time, but.
Yeah,
But I
'cause-
do that every single morning, and you're packing your body immediately
Yeah, really.
upon waking up before the
And
jam
it
or whatever.
digests good, you know, without.
Yes, and it's already broken down, so your body doesn't have to
Yeah.
work overly hard.
Did you say a
to-
banana?
To digest anything
You
every
put a
day.
banana in
Yep.
too? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll never remember all that stuff. but-
Yeah, I'll send you an email.
Yes, he'll make a video for you.
All right.
Yes, I'll watch the video.
But make yourself available to that information that's been on your screen.
Yeah.
I don't know what I did with my copy, but anyway.
We trust this guy,
so-
don't we?
Oh yes.
We
yeah,
trust
yeah,
him.
He's
Wonderful guy.
He loves the Lord. And by the way, we got about 3 minutes. You wanted to
Yeah.
share about giving.
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
That's your camera right there.
oh, yeah. So for us, when I started this company in 1992, when my dad was passing, I told my family members I'm starting a company and I'm going to give away all the money that we make to Christian organizations. And at that time, in 1990, I met Dr. Bill Bright from Campus Crusade for Christ.
He's in heaven.
He's in heaven, and I'm sure God loves that because he was such a great man.
Yeah.
3 minutes.
I told him, I told my family that I was going to do all this and I was going to give all my money to Campus Crusade for Christ, which I loved Dr. Bill Bright and everybody over there. And as time rolled, and they all were like, you're an idiot, you know, why would you do that? You need to make money. And,
Yeah.
and I was just in a fortunate position that I didn't have to take the money. So over time, I have started giving to other organizations. So Campus Crusade for Christ is still in there. The Jesus Film Project is a big one that and what that does is they translate the works of Luke into 700, 800 different languages. So these people that have never even read a book, seen a movie, seen anything ever, they only speak their language to one another. They've never seen anything in
Hundreds
writing.
of thousands have come to Christ.
Yes, millions
Yeah.
and millions. And it's amazing. So, and then you have the Tim Tebow Foundation, the Herman and Sharron show we love, and Vision International. I mean, there's so many that we give to.
So everybody that orders
Mm-hmm.
a portion of that,
All of the
All of it.
profit.
all of it,
So whatever it takes us to make, run everything, ship it to them, anything else that's extra goes out. And so it's almost like you're buying vitamins because you want to be healthier, which
Yeah.
we love. We want
and
that.
this is the temple.
At the same time, in essence, you're tithing your money
Wow.
to all those organizations. And I can tell you, I don't know the exact numbers, but it's shocking how many over 50 million people have been brought to Jesus that never have heard of Jesus, meaning
Yeah,
third world,
right, right.
because of people like your people in the
Yeah,
audience
yeah.
that buy from us, and then we send it out, and it changes people's
Oh,
lives.
that's wonderful to know that.
I'm telling you, what is this all about?
So this is just something we put in all of our packaging, and it just says, "We humbly thank you," and it says, "Your order, all the money's going to these and other organizations."
Oh,
but-
Samaritan's Purse too. I love
Samaritan's
that
Purse,
organization.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tim Tebow. I mean, we're always looking.
Tim just got married.
Yes, so proud of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Now,
a good man.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you, this will give you every kind of information that you would want, and if you get this, it will absolutely remove all of that confusion and doubt. What do I do? What do I do? How often should I do it? And then their organization will help you. But let me tell you something. It's good to take care of the temple of the Holy Spirit, but read at least 2 chapters today. This is the Word of God. It will change you. Go to Psalms 91:10 just for you today. God bless you. Bye-bye.